My name is Novice Maureen Makokha, a Kenyan, a second-year novice among the Daughters of St. Paul. I came to know Daughters of St. Paul when I was still in school studying, and I knew them through Facebook. I saw the details and contacts of Vocation directress. I contacted, we talked to the Vocation directress like for 1 month. Then I was invited to come and see. There was a group that was for come and see. And what attracted me most among the Daughters of St. Paul is the editorial Apostolate. When I saw the leaflet, Pauline Publication Africa, I was more touched and interested to come and visit and also to know more about Daughters of St. Paul. I'd like to share my apostolic and community experience in Nairobi community, Westland, and apostolate that I have done for 3 months in editorial department. A community experience is part of formation according to our congregation. After canonical year, we go for community experience. And community experience is the field where we put into practice what we have learned in the novitiate. Is a place also where we live and practice to live according to the constitution. Because in the novitiate, we focus more on the prayer and classes and community activities. But for community experience, there you adventure more into apostolate, community work, and prayer. Also study is there, but is not like in the novitiate where we have a particular class maybe from Monday to Friday. But this one, you learn every day new thing, and as you encounter with people, with the experiences also you learn. But in the novitiate, there is a particular topic. If it is a spirituality, you learn spirituality from Monday to Friday. It can be either 1 week or 2 weeks, also with the different teachers, even from outside. But for community experience, most of the time, we are with the sisters and the Pauline collaborators just to experience and to adventure into the apostolate, to know what happens in the apostolate. And that's why when you are for community experience, the whole day you are in the apostolate and you will be engaged in the community activities like prayer. But in the novitiate, we go for apostolate only for 3 hours because of the packed program. That's why this time is set apart for a novice who has finished a canonical year to adventure and also to explore more in the apostolate and just put into practice the vocation and the life that you are expecting, or I'm expecting to live as a sister. First of all, the day we reported, we found 2 sisters, and it is really a unique experience because we are our companions, first-year novices. They escorted us into the community. Though the community is in the same compound, under the same roof, but we used a vehicle to reach in our community. And we are welcomed, and also tea was provided for us. And the sister welcomed us really as if we are from far, but we live in the same compound. So that made it a bit different, and also I experienced new environment and new community. When the formator came to announce the news about community experience, for me it was a surprise. I did not expect to go to the editorial, but by God's will, I was sent there to do apostolate. I was excited to learn more about editorial department. Especially, I have learned how to edit, to proofread, and to evaluate the manuscripts. And I have found it very interesting because in editorial, there is conducive environment most of the time we observe silence, and which helps us also to focus. I've experienced collaboration, and the first book that I worked on in editorial, I was requested to translate an English book into Kiswahili. So it has been just a wonderful and good experience. Apart from me working in editorial, I also went for propaganda for 13 days. And I got also to visit the parishes and to distribute to the Christians our publication materials like books, and also went to the seminary. And it was a good time for me to also encounter with the Christians, apart from being in editorial, also to know how, after the book has been published, how I can manage and enable it to reach to other Christians so that they can get to know more about God through our materials of publication. I'm very happy. I have learned a lot because I had enough time from morning until evening. And the Nairobi community, I've been engaged more in bigger responsibilities, and also I've been encouraged, supported, and also helped to grow as a novice. In the apostolate, what I've realized that the apostolate is the same. The thing that is needed is collaboration, because those in editorial, they depend on those in the printing. Those in the printing, they also depend on those in the bookshop. So it is just a chain that runs from editorial to the printing, then to the bookshop, where we are able to diffuse our materials of evangelization. The class I remember is the theology of communication. So when Sister taught us about the theology of communication, it was more detail about the apostolate. As communicators, what do we communicate? What do we give to the people? The way I present myself is a way of evangelization which communicates God's presence, God's love, and God's mercy to His people. I've really experienced happiness and joy, especially in the Pauline apostolate. And I learned that the Pauline apostolate caters for everyone. Even those who have careers, any type of career, you can work with the Pauline sisters and you can still practice your career wherever you are. My advice for the youth is that those who are discerning and those who like to adventure more in the apostolate of media and means of social communication, they can visit us to learn more, because we also encourage visiting. You can come, you stay with us, with the sisters, you visit our apostolate sectors, and you journey with the sister to help you discern and also decide that if you feel you are called to be an apostle of the media, you are welcomed. And I know nowadays many agencies, they are too much in the medias, and those who have media, they can make good use of it by proclaiming the good news, the gospel.